back pain. You know when you have a back pain and you come to the Swami and the Swami hits your back, what is he really doing? He's hitting your chakras, because your chakra is where all the energy is. If it's negative energy, I'll hit your back, it'll come out. And when you get a back pain, you take all the pills, and you take all the medicines and everything, and nothing helps. And as soon as you start to breathe better, or you do exercise, it goes away. One of the pains that you get here, if you get a pain in your solar plexus here, that means that your food, that you're not eating in time, or you're not eating the right food. So you get a pain here, and so on. And when you get a pain in the stomach, of course, that means your digestion is not good, so you tend to, this breathing will help you with that. It controls the fire, so to speak, in your body. So it's the yin and the yang which has to come in. Now, even in love making, they control the desires. And we talked previously about how the processed food in this country ruins the chakras. It ruins the sexual energy of the people. So that's why there are more couples having more of those problems than anything else in this country. And you can't say they're having love problems in India, because look at the population, right? Or China. So you know they're doing very well there, and the kind of food they're eating controls their energy and so on. So here again, the processed food can messes up the whole chakra system, and you have 7 chakras. Now the main chakra is the Muladhara, which is the one at the bottom, and that is where all the energy starts moving up, right? So that controls your desire, what you want, what you feel, who you like, who you don't like, how you're going to approach a situation, how you're going to deal with the situation. It's all going to come from the chakras. So that's why the chakra is very important. And that will help you to find good things. For example, instead of, if you're driving, let's say you're driving on a road, and there is an accident maybe up ahead, and you're in tune with the universe, something will make you go this way instead of that way. So you will not see the accident. The accident will not be part of your life. If you are supposed to, for example, end up with a quarrel with somebody at your workplace, at your job, instead of a confrontation, things will change. And instead of getting a conflict, somebody will intervene and says, you know, you're right, you're doing the job correct. You know, things like that. We don't need to go to a temple and kneel down and cry and pray before we can get something. God happens all the time in your life, every minute of your life. You know, the sun is like God, the moon is like God, everything is God. So you don't need to be in the church to do that. You pray all the time, anytime, right? And so sometimes people might say, okay, well, what if I have a negative day, what am I going to do? Well, the paper I gave you is going to tell you how to deal with that. Now, before we do that, let's chant and ask that you must always have knowledge in your life. And knowledge is the key to solving all your problems. It is knowledge that we all seek. And those who are here in 2012 who are still alive, right? Sorry for the ones who died, because they're not going to experience the new age to come, which is 2012. And this new age is all about knowledge. You only have to go and press enter on Facebook and you see all your friends. So quickly knowledge can come to you. You can go to a keyboard and pick up knowledge right now. So this new age is going to be the age of knowledge, which is 2012. And as I said, every 500 years, this happens, and a prophet or some kind of avatar will take birth, will become to earth. So there's an avatar coming, which is going to be around 2013, 14. You're going to start hearing about that. And that avatar is going to bring knowledge to the world, knowledge to the universe. Now, my best way of explaining what negative days or positive days are is to tell you what happened when you go to the airport. Now, if you're going to the airport, and if you've noticed it, I'm sure you've heard the stories, that just before the plane crashed, if there was a plane crash, there was always 2 or 3 passengers who never got in the plane. The rest of them died in the crash, but these 2 or 3 people would come and they would be late, never got in a plane, you know, and they fight with the air hostess or they fight with the agent, you know. And then when the plane crashed, they come back and say, oh boy, I'm glad I didn't make good on that plane. Right? Now, what can cause that? And what can cause that is simply your negative or positive days. So, if it was a negative day for one of those people who was supposed to be in the plane, then it's a good thing, isn't it? Because it saved his life. Right? Usually, that happens because of the path that you're on. If you're on that path where you can listen to the universe and work with the universe, then you will be saved from such disaster. So if you're having a negative day now, what do? If you have to go and board the airplane,
Stay home.
Stay home.
Meditate.
Gustavo says stay home. Meditate would be good, yes. But let's say you still have to go. Are you going to be scared now that, okay, Swami Ram give you this book and it says negative day and, oh boy, I shouldn't travel today? No, you still can go. Still can go. But to be sensitive to the universe, to be sensitive to what's happening in the universe, you still go, because you can't stay home. We got to get the work done, Gustavo, and the store has to open. Okay. So what you do is you go, but you listen to the universe, listen to the self and the universe. And if you are breathing correctly, you're doing all these things, and you're a vegetarian or you're a person who's not wearing black clothes or eating red meat, and then you become more harmonized. I don't tell you to give up your black clothes because I don't like you. I tell you because I love you and I want you to be happy. I don't tell you to stop eating red meat because I hate you. No. Because I want you to be in tune, be in harmony with the universe. So the first thing you have to do before you overcome anything negative is to first be positive yourself. You can't overcome anything negative unless you are positive. That works, doesn't it? So the best way to overcome the negative days is to be sensitive. Now if you go to the airport on a negative day, you should leave early because you know you're going to be late. And on a negative day, you go to the airport and the plane is delayed. Don't start quarreling, because now you're going to create more bad karma. Right? Accept it. And then you will be surprised to see that your negative day doesn't really turn out negative at all. Right? Now if somebody is quarreling with you on your negative day, right, what do? You quarrel back. Okay? Somebody is fighting with you on a negative day. What do? Okay. Now, if you fight back on your negative, you're going to get hurt. That's for sure. So you know how they say every dog has his day? Your day will come when it's positive. So you accept everything that day. You accept everything that you don't fight back. Brandon, okay? You accept everything and you wait for the next day. Then you have to deal with the problem the next day when it's a positive day. Now the same thing with husband and wife. If you know the wife is in a bitter mood that day, that's the whole point of life coach, to guide you. If you know the wife is going a negative day that day, don't trouble her. If she's cursing you out, tell her she looks beautiful. You'll probably stop that. But the whole idea is that you deal with negative that day. I found out that if you're running a bad day, which is like this will be a 6th day or something, music helps a lot. Music actually helps to calm the negative 6. That's why 6 people love music. When you're number 6, music is very good. How often do you listen to music, Gustavo? Okay. Right. But you're running a 6th day. Then we talk about music. We got some music. That's Linda's phone. Okay. Okay. So music helps you on negative days. If you're running a 6th day or you're 6, but who would tell me if you're running a 9 day, which is negative, what would cure that? Water. Of course, Angela knows her stuff. Water. People on a 9 day love to go to the beach, love water, love take long showers, spend time in the tub, you know, and in the bathtub or something, or the what do you call that again? Jacuzzi, yes. So now that cures number 9 days. Right? So the negative days are not to be afraid of. Don't get scared of your negative days. Don't be afraid of it, because if you get scared of negative days, then your positive days will turn negative too, because you're not handling your responsibilities. So in this paper here that I gave you, it tells you how to deal with negative days. And I think everybody knows how to deal with the negative days.